Are you getting frustrated with your vocal technique? Have you been down the rabbit hole watching videos? Maybe you've even taken some private lessons and you feel like you understand what's supposed to happen, but you're just struggling to make it happen in your body. Boy, do I understand that. Welcome back to Singing Tips with LJD Studios, the space where we take difficult singing concepts and break them down so you can actually understand and implement them for better singing. I'm Laura, and today we are going to tune your physical instrument so that you can feel your voice just work without having to think so hard about it. Now, you guys know on this channel, I like to be super sciencey. I like to break down all these technical concepts for you, but there is a limit to that because you are a human being that is susceptible to the world around you, unlike any other instrument. Your emotions are going to impact the way you sing, your relationships, how well you slept, how much water you drank. There are so many things that could potentially affect the way your voice operates. And so you can take all this technique and you can do all the exercises and practice them as much as you want. But if your mind and your body are not tuned and in harmony with one another, you're always going to feel like there's something standing in your way. So before we get into it, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you haven't already, download my free guide, The Three-Tiered Approach to Becoming a Better Singer, linked in the description. Additionally, if you would like some feedback from yours truly, check out my membership option. It's a low-cost, low-time commitment way to study singing without ever having to ask the question, am I doing it right? All right, you guys, totally different paths today, but let's tune your voice. So there's the physical component to singing, and then there is the artistic, emotional, even spiritual component to singing. And that's what we want to get balanced in your body and in your mind for singing. And then there's also the mental part, right? Like if you struggle with performance anxiety, or maybe you're just having a hard time being present, all of these things are going to impact your singing. So we are going to work today to get them in balance so that you can feel as free as possible in your voice. You all may not know this, but in a past life, I was a yoga teacher. I was an ERYT 500, which means I had over 500 hours of training and over, I think it's like 2,000 hours of teaching. It's a pretty high designation, meaning I taught a lot of yoga. I did a lot of yoga. And my interest in yoga was really how it could serve the singer. That is how it began, because I reached a point in my own singing where I felt like I understood as much as I could ever possibly understand about the mechanics of singing. But it felt like all that head knowledge was almost getting in my way. And so when I went down this path of using yoga to help me become a better singer, what I wanted was to just open my mouth and to not be afraid and to not have to think so hard about it. And guess what? It worked. And I have seen it work time and time again with singers. So I'm really excited to share some of this with you. Now, if you want a more in-depth approach to yoga for singers, I have a 10 video library that you can purchase. Or if you sign up for my membership, you will also get access to that. And then we can pepper some of that into your video feedback. I also just did a masterclass on that for people who are in the membership program. So if you're really interested in this and you want to dive in deeper, reach out to me. I would love to customize something for you because we are all unique individuals. And so it's not a one size fits all approach. But what we're going to do today is at least going to try to balance some of the human components of being a singer. So the elements that we're trying to balance, first, you want to feel rooted and you want to feel stable. Right? Second, you want to feel fluid and you want to feel flexible. Third, you want to feel confident but not arrogant. Fourth, you want to feel emotive and connected to others or to whoever it is you're singing to or whatever it is you're singing about. Fifth, you want to feel like you can communicate well with whoever you are singing to, and you also want your ears to be open and doing their job. Sixth, you want to tap into your intuition. And seventh, for most of us, there's a feeling of connecting with something of the beyond, whether that is God or something intangible or the universe, whatever it is, there's that last sort of intangible piece to singing. And we want all of those things to be in balance. So number one, feeling rooted, feeling stable. Ways that you can start to incorporate that. Slow, deep breathing. Just feel your feet. Push them into the ground. You could, if you're going to use some yoga, mountain pose, chair pose, warrior one, warrior two, anything that connects you with your legs and your feet. Also the pelvic floor. These are all things that are parts of our body that help make us feel rooted and stable. And if we have lost connection with that part of the body. Anything that wakes up that connection can be great. Go outside, go for a walk, go for a run, something that gets you connected to the ground and gets you connected to the lower part of your body. Number 2, feeling fluid, not feeling stuck, feeling flexible, like you can move with the changing winds, right? That's our hips. Dance, just boogie. Move your hips around if you want to do some yoga. Half pigeon, goddess or horse, however you want to think about it. Happy baby. All of these things can help open up the hips, which are going to help make us feel more fluid and more flexible. Number 3, you want to feel confident. Where do we hold confidence? Here, in the solar plexus. And you think about that. If someone is overly confident, they tend to walk around like this, right? And someone who maybe lacks confidence tends to walk around like this. Ways that we can connect with that, do some core work. I personally prefer a good twist. A really good twist can kind of help release some of these muscles here. If there was one thing I was going to share with you about yoga for singers, get these muscles feeling open. And a twist is a great way to do that. Number 4, heart. Connected. Sing from your heart, right? How many times have you heard that? But literally, actually, sing from your heart. The heart is not just on the front, it's also on the back. So back bends are great if you want to do some back bends. I find it difficult to sing in a back bend, so you might do the back bend and then sing, right? Also, side note, all of this stuff that I am offering today, try singing in it, right? Or maybe do it and then sing. Do both, right? So if you're working to connect with your feet and with your legs, get into a warrior 1 or a chair pose and sing in that position. See what happens, right? So you could sing in your back bend, but that might be challenging. I really like a shoulder opener of some kind. So you could do like a L shape at the wall. You could do a downward facing dog. Just make sure when you do it that your elbows are in and not out. You could do an eagle pose. All of these things can help open up the front and the back, okay? Number 5, the throat, feeling open and like you can connect with not only with your voice, but with your ears, your listening skills as well. I love a triangle pose for this because the concept here is space. We really just want space through this part of the body. So triangle pose is a very spacious pose. Try that one out. Sing in that shape. See what it does. Connect with your intuition. Massage this part of your forehead while you sing, or do a balancing pose. Stand on one foot. Do a tree pose. Do a dancer's pose. Do a half moon pose and sing. See if that helps you stop overthinking and tap into your intuition. And then lastly, connect with the beyond. Come into a forward fold. Let your head hang. Imagine the sound just dripping out of the crown of your head. This is super rough and this is super fast, but if you try out these things, it's going to create this balance between the physical, the lower part of your body, and the metaphysical, the upper part of your body, which are the key components that make up our experience as singers, right? There is a very physical part, but there's also this emotive, connective, musical, human part, and we want all of those things to be balanced. And most importantly, we want to be our head and our bodies to be lined up and to be one. So give that a try, you guys. I hope it helps you get out of your own way a little bit and experience your voice just work. Like I said, this was a super rough rundown. If you would like something more in depth, I just did an hour-long masterclass on it the other day. Reach out to me. You can always check out my website, ljdstudios.com, hit the free consult button, and let's talk about how yoga could potentially benefit your singing and even create a customized approach for you. Good luck, you guys, and happy singing.